downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go from Jacksonville. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by yr6. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
And a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Lawrence. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even. But it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff for Etienne. Oh, able to avoid him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heel.
Touchdown! A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Jags have taken the early lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Indy. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Looking for Campbell downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now Fitzpatrick. Campbell making the catch. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They go play action now. Lawrence. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Now Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Once more, Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jags go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he powers his way up past the 30. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game. And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars Broncos add 6 to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Smith catches left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's Lawrence.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Now Lawrence to throw.
Forced out to his left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Lawrence will throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Complete. Smith has it. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That ball caught by Campbell, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On play action, Fitzpatrick. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by yr6. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Here's a give to Etienne. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Rolling to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard, he's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. To try again after the sack. Lawrence. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and
the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess.
They've got his man complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll drop this one off with Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. He shifts past him. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Colts. A big play there. 82 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Colts get a bit closer. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Buying time to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, Lawrence. And Sharp calls it in. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. Still going. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Santos with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick looking downfield for Jones. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick now. Rolling to his right. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Fitzpatrick again. And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them, beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more, and all the way up to the 45-yard line. First down, Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. Catch made here by Campbell. 7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Fitzpatrick. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Fitzpatrick. Campbell making the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Santos now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. There's a nice move.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Well, they Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually